Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. This is my absolute favorite makeup look at the moment. It is soft, it is stunning. The first thing I do is I moisturize the sides of my face again. I already did this earlier, but this area tends to get really dry, so I do it again. After that, I go in with a primer. I really love this one as an all-over primer for my face and even for my eyes, guys. I have very oily skin. I tend to produce a lot of oil around my T-zone and also my eyes. So to prevent my eyeshadow from creasing and to help my makeup last all day, I apply this all over my face and on my eyelids. After that, I go in with a spoolie and I use this to comb my brow hairs upwards just to see what I'm working with. And after that, I go in with a brow gel or glue. This one is so good. This one from Adele, and it's not too expensive either. So I work this into my brows first. I just kind of apply this in a very scattered way just to make sure that I saturate my brow hairs with it. And then after that, I go in with a spoolie and I begin to pull my brow hairs up. This is going to help my brows all go in one direction and also help them lay flat. After that, I go in with a brow pencil. This is my absolute favorite brow pencil of all time. It's not like the Brow Wiz, which kind of has a crayony texture. This one has a very powdery texture. And if you have oily skin and you found that when you use the Anastasia Beverly Hills brow pencil, the Brow Wiz one, your brows end up looking waxy, try this one. This one is so good. So I outline my brows and fill it in with this pencil. And then I go in with a brow pen and I use this to create like hair-like strokes towards the tail end of the brows. I also use this to fill in any sparse areas that I have around the front or in the middle of my brows. After that, I go in with concealer and I use this to define my brows. I really love the NARS Soft Matte Concealer. It gives you time to blend, especially if you're a beginner and you're worried that your concealer might dry really quickly. Try this concealer. It will give you time to apply precisely and then blend out. If you're not sure what shade of concealer to use for this, I recommend that you go about 1 to 2 shades lighter than your actual skin tone. Next thing would be to go in with a lighter shade of the same concealer. I apply that in my inner corner, and on my outer corner, I use the same shade that I used to define my brows. And then after that, I blend everything in. It will create a very nice gradient and give my eyeshadow a very nice base. Next thing would be to go in with a setting powder and use this to set my entire eye area so that all the concealer that I've applied in that area, nothing creases. For my eyeshadow for this look, I'll be using the Huda Beauty Empowered Eyeshadow Palette. Going in with this shade first, and it's going to serve as my transition color. I just start by placing it on my outer corner and then I start dragging it inwards and upwards in circular motions. It's very important that for this you use a fluffy blending brush. Second shade that I'll be using is this brown, and I'm going to just pack this into my outer corner to add some depth. I'm not going to take it as high up as I did the transition color. Next would be this color, and I'm using this to set my brow bone area. Next, I go back in with the transition color and use it to blend out any harsh lines. Then I go in with this shade and I sweep this across my lid space. I'm not doing this with a shadow brush, just a small blending brush. Once I'm done with that, I go in with a pen liner and I'll use this to create a very thin wing. On my eyes, nothing too dramatic, just a very thin line. This eyeliner pen I would always recommend for anyone who struggles with eyeliner. The pen is so convenient and so easy. Amazing. Once I'm done lining, I'll go in with mascara. This is one of my faves at the moment. It is waterproof, so when I tell you that this thing does not budge, it does not budge. It's also going to prep my lashes for the falsies that I'm about to apply. After applying my lashes, I like to go over the band with liner to make sure that everything is neat. Then I go in with a pencil liner. This one is by Huda Beauty in the same shade as the pen liner, and I'm using this to line my waterline. Next is foundation. My foundation for this look is a Huda Beauty Easy Blur foundation. This is my favorite foundation at the moment actually. I love the way that it blurs my skin. It literally would make your face look poreless. Poreless, guys. It gives good coverage as well. It's not very liquidy and it's not too thick. It just gives very good coverage. It will cover all your hyperpigmentation without you even spot concealing. I love it. I love the finish. I just love the way that this foundation works. Next, I'll go in with concealer. This one is about 3 to 4 shades lighter than my actual skin tone. And this is the Pat McGrath one. This concealer is so good. It has very, very good coverage. It's very easy to blend and it blends out well. It's not streaky and it's also very forgiving that it doesn't dry out really, really fast. Even if you start getting any creasing before you set, you can always go in with your brush or your beauty blender and blend it out again without losing coverage, and then you set. Going in with my cream contour. This is Huda Beauty Tantour. I also love this because I feel like it's one of those contour products that gives you a lot of control. I just applied this on my temples and underneath my cheekbones. And then I go in with blush. One thing I would always recommend to women of color, black women, is an orange blush. What it does to our skin tone is nothing short of fantastic. So I go in with a cream blush at this stage. I use a flat topped blending brush or foundation brush, and I use this to just apply this color in the area that you guys see me applying it now. I take my time. And then I go in with another concealer that is about 5 to 6 shades lighter than my skin tone. I just apply a few dots on my inner corner and blend that out. Once you're done blending out this second concealer, I would highly recommend that you go in and set immediately. This is the one way to prevent your concealer from creasing. Make sure that you set shortly after blending out your concealer. If you're using one, set immediately after applying that one. If you're using 2 different shades, set immediately after applying the second one. I like to use the powder puff to kind of define certain areas, to create subtle lines. And then after that, I go in with a small brush and I blend out that powder. This Easy Bake setting powder paired with the Easy Blur foundation, match made in heaven. To set the contour products that I applied, I'm using the Charlotte Tilbury bronzer and just basically going over the areas that I applied the cream contour product. To contour the sides of my nose, I like to use a shade of bronzer that is slightly lighter than the Charlotte Tilbury one. This NYX one is great. I'm also going to set down the bridge of my nose with the same setting powder that I use on the rest of my face. And after that, I'm going in with a finishing powder and I'm using this to set the areas that I've already set, just to blend everything in. Okay, to set my blush and just give that area a very nice finish, I'm going in with an orange powder blush. Again, this paired with that Danessa Myricks cream blush. Perfect, guys. Like, it looks so good as far as I'm concerned. It looks really, really good. I am going back in with that darker brown that I used on my outer corner, just applying that, or I applied that on my lower lash line. Use the same shade that I used to set my brow bone area, and I'm using that to highlight my inner corner. Okay, making sure that everything is well blended. And then I go in with the same mascara that I used earlier to define my bottom lashes. My lip pencil for this look is the Huda Beauty Lip Contour 2.0 in Rich Brown. This is one of my favorite lip pencils ever. It's very creamy. You don't need to sharpen it. It's just so convenient. It's very pigmented. I'd highly recommend for anybody around my skin tone or darker or even lighter. It doesn't matter. It's a very nice brown. I am using this Revolution Pout Bomb in Candy Pink Nude. This is going to give me the most amazing, like lip combo. I really love it. It's like a very cool toned baby pink, okay? A little goes a long way, as you guys saw. And then to blend everything in, I went in with my Huda Beauty clear lip gloss, and that's basically it for this look, guys. This is such a nice lip combo. I love it. Setting everything with my Easy Bake setting spray. I also love this one. I love the fact that it doesn't make your face feel tight, but then it locks everything in. That's it, guys, for this look. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Give it a thumbs up. Subscribe to me if you're not yet subscribed. I'll see you guys in the next video.